Hello everyone and welcome. So today we are going to be talking about the Tecno Spark 8C, which is actually a good budget phone that I picked up for just 66,000 naira. With this phone, Tecno is not giving us too much and they are not giving us too little. This is because they are bringing some high-end premium features like memory fusion and high refresh rate down to this category, which is simply fantastic. If you go through my channel, you are going to see that I've reviewed a number of Tecno devices, and this is because of the value you are getting if you decide to buy any of them. If this is your first time here, I want you to gently tap on that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go on and explore everything that's there to know about the Tecno Spark 8C. Let's quickly talk about memory fusion because that's the icing on the cake with the Tecno Spark 8C. Memory fusion simply allows you expand the RAM of your phone using the internal storage. With the Tecno Spark 8C, you can expand the RAM from 3 gigs to 6 gigs of RAM, which is simply amazing. If you are using the phone for the first time, you have to update the software if you want to use memory fusion. I have updated mine and I have expanded the RAM to 6 gigs of RAM using some space from my 64 gigs internal storage. That way, app retention in the background has improved and I'm also able to get better overall performance from this Tecno Spark 8C. Another feature you are getting with the Tecno Spark 8C is the 90Hz refresh rate. This is a feature common to mid-range phones. We don't normally see them on smartphones priced within this category. The 90Hz refresh rate makes scrolling snappier and smoother. The phone has a 6.6-inch IPS LCD display with a maximum brightness of 300 nits. It's not the brightest outdoors and it's obvious when you are using the phone under direct sunlight. I used it to stream videos on YouTube and play games. It's definitely not the best, but the display is quite okay. If you want to get the best out of the display, you have to set it to auto brightness. That way, it is going to bump up the brightness depending on the environment you find yourself. Design-wise, the phone is made of plastic at the back and we also have a fingerprint scanner that is very fast. There are also 2 cameras at the back and I'm going to share some images with you very soon. Up front, we have a water drop notch housing a selfie camera and we're also going to share some images from the selfie camera with you in this video. The phone is quite handy and I was able to scroll through social media with one hand. It has a 720p resolution with an 85% screen to body ratio. The chin and bezels are quite noticeable, but at this price point, I think there's nothing we can do. We shouldn't expect the narrow bezels that we have on high-end smartphones. At the bottom of the phone, we have the micro USB charging port, a headphone jack, and a down-firing speaker that is quite decent. On the right side, we have the volume rocker and the unlock key. On the left side, we have the SIM card and SD card ejector, while at the top of the phone, we have nothing. Performance-wise, the phone is powered by a Unisoc processor, which is a bit of a letdown, and I think even the Helio P22 by MediaTek would have done a nice job. I was able to play light games like Subway Surfer and Altos Odyssey on the phone, but I'm very sure even with the 6 gigs of RAM using memory fusion, I won't be able to run games like Call of Duty and PUBG efficiently. So you've put in mind that if you're buying this phone, it's not going to play some high-end games efficiently. Running on Android 11 and iOS 7.6. Now, iOS do come with some unwanted apps, but I was able to remove a lot of them and the number of ads that were coming through was reduced. There are also a lot of customizations that you can do in the settings of the phone. I also recommend that you check the settings of the phone and make sure the phone is always up to date. Camera wise, we have 30 megapixel, which is the main camera, and we have a QVGA lens on this camera. Up front, we have an 8 megapixel selfie shooter, and here are the pictures that I snapped using the Tecno Spark 8C. I want you to personally decide and tell me what you think about the images in the comment section below. Battery is another fantastic aspect of the Tecno Spark 8C, and it has a 5000 mAh battery that will last a whole day even if you choose to use the 90Hz refresh rate all the time. Now, I was able to get over 8 hours of screen on time even though I'm a heavy user. The only problem is that charging takes over 2 hours, and I wish Tecno added at least maybe 15-watt fast charging on this phone. In conclusion, the Tecno Spark 8C is a fantastic budget smartphone that allows you to have a taste of what people are having with mid-range phones, and I'm talking about memory fusion and high refresh rate. I don't think there's any phone within this price range right now in the market that comes with such features. I have been using the smartphone for a couple of days now, and so far the experience has been amazing, and I highly recommend anyone that has the budget to buy this phone to go ahead and make that purchase. If you watch this very point, then I highly appreciate, and I will even appreciate it more if you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.